The Homeowners Bill of Rights passed the California legislature on Monday. Homeowner advocates claim it as a victory and say it's a blow to big banks. Governor Brown says he'll sign the legislation, but the skeptic in me wonders how much will this bill actually help the 50,000 or so San Diego homeowners that are in trouble. To help answer that question is my guest, David Lagstein, director of San Diego's Alliance of Californians for Community Empowerment, or ACE. And David, thanks so much for being here. I wanted to know if you could just give us a brief, big picture of how this Bill of Rights relates to the settlement that was recently happened in California. 5 banks, $18 billion to California homeowners. How does that relate?
The settlement was a multi-state settlement, which was one under the leadership of Attorney General Harris, and part of it had some best practices that banks would be required. And what this does is it locks in these requirements at the state level and has stronger enforcement when banks don't follow them.
Yeah, so kind of putting a little enforcement hook into that. So as far as the nuts and bolts of this Bill of Rights, because it seems like it's pretty intensive, what are a few of the key provisions? And I'm wanting to start with that dual tracking, if you could explain that.
Sure. Dual tracking is really an insidious practice of banks, where there's 2 parts of the bank. One part of the bank is supposedly negotiating a modification with a homeowner, asking for paperwork. The other side of the bank is actually moving a foreclosure at the same time. What this stops the bank, if you're negotiating a modification, you can't foreclose at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like they're kind of using it both ways to their benefits with that one.
That's exactly right. And we've seen many cases where the foreclosure notice arrives in the mail one day and then a modification offer arrives 2 days later. It's not fair.
Yeah, and a lot of people have mentioned that. Or they've even foreclosed and then they get modification notices afterwards, which could be unnerving.
That's exactly right.
There's also a really big one, and this I know personally because I'm trying to buy a home. The one person of contact. Explain what that is.
This actually provides a single point of contact for a homeowner that's trying to negotiate a modification. And as you yourself and almost anybody has dealt with a bank, you get a different person every single time. Lost paperwork is absolutely an epidemic, and this is actually about creating some sanity for the borrower so they can have a coherent path to try and negotiate a modification or renegotiate their loan.
And there's some financial penalties to the banks, right, if they do not comply with these rules, including a $7,500 penalty for verifying loan documentation appropriately, as in what comes to mind is that robo-signing, that computer signing. Does it apply to robo-signing, and what else does it apply to?
No, absolutely. This is about robo-signing. There's a number of different ways where loans have been filed inappropriately, the signatures weren't done properly, and this actually has some penalty for it. And importantly, for any violation of the law, it gives the borrower the opportunity to go to court and sue their bank, which is what gives the borrower leverage. The banks have unfortunately proved many times in the past, if there's not a penalty or consequences for their behavior, they're going to keep doing the same thing. This actually gives the borrower some leverage to make the banks do right by the borrower.
Right. Is $7,500 enough of a penalty?
There's arguments that it should be more, but ultimately what this is about, this bill is not going to prevent every single foreclosure, but what it will provide is due process and fair treatment for homeowners that are trying to do the right thing and want to negotiate a modification to stay in their home.
Okay, I want to move quickly to the opponents of the Bill of Rights that say that, foreclosure is inevitable. And we know that. It's market values, things like this. Isn't this just delaying and dragging out the process, making it more painful for those people who are already going through foreclosure?
I have to say that argument confuses me, because why is treating a borrower fairly seen as dragging out the process? This is again, as I said, this is not about saving every foreclosure, but a person should be able to call up the bank, send documents, request a modification. The answer is not always going to be yes, but should have a clean and straightforward process, and that's what this is all about.
And we only have a little bit of time left, but I wanted to get to that this is a significant piece of legislation. If the governor signs this, we'll be the first state that has this kind of provision. Why is it so significant?
It's significant. This really was David versus Goliath. The bank spent a ton of money to lobby legislators. This was a true grassroots effort from people around the state. And because it's a victory, it looks like it's going to be a model for legislation around the country to protect homeowners. Legislators had to decide, were they on the side of Wall Street banks or were they on the side of homeowners, and this is an election year, and they did the right thing by homeowners, and we're really proud to play a part in this victory.
And I have to say, is this the end of the story? Is there? It seems like there's a lot.
There's a lot more work to be done. We're out of time, but principal reduction for homeowners stabilizes the housing market and will fix the economy. And that's a longer conversation, but that's the next step in the process. This is dealing with foreclosures that are in the pipeline, but it doesn't solve the bigger issue, and principal reduction is a cornerstone of that solution.
Maybe makes the path a little bit easier. Time will tell. David Lagstein, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.